Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you are in the world. And my name is Lisa Gunshore, and I am your host for this week-long One Heart, One Earth Healing Summit. If you have not yet registered for the summit, you can do so at oneheartoneearth.net. You can also catch all of the downloads and offerings and all of our replays on that website as well. And I'm so happy to introduce you to Rachel Aberle, who is going to be leading us through her workshop here at 11:30. And so Rachel, welcome, and I'm going to hand it off to you.
Thank you, Lisa. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. I'm coming to you sending lots of love and gratitude for being here and joining this circle of light as we raise the vibration of the nations all around the globe and help on this journey. This is a challenging time. Thank you, Lisa, for putting on this healing summit, and thank you, Julie Hoyle, for telling Lisa about me and for trusting that I have something important to share. Your artwork is amazing. Thank you for being an amazing teacher to my daughter. And guys, make sure you check Julie Hoyle out on Instagram. She's Julie Hoyle, True Alignment. So I want to also say thank you to all the medical workers out there on the front line, risking your lives basically to keep everybody safe. Thank you very much. So I want to say happy birthday, DP. Thank you. You are a true bright, shining light, and I thank you for all of your support. I want to start off with something which is part of what I do because I need it too. It's called cortices, and it's part of the body talk practice. It's part of the body talk system healing technique. Basically, I'm going to just show you how to do this. You take one hand, doesn't matter which one, and you put it behind your head, right at the base of the occiput, right where your neck meets your skull. Take the other hand, spread the fingers nice and wide, and tap on the top of your head, and take a nice deep breath through the nose, in and out, and then tap on the heart center. Give it a nice thud there. Nice deep breath doing this. And then move your hand, one hand width up the back of your head, and do it again. Inhaling. I've got one daughter over here laughing at me, but that's okay. That's what I do. And tap on the heart center here. What we're doing with this hand is we're connecting the right and left brain hemispheres, telling the brain, you know what to do. You know this by heart. And one more hand here. You know what to do. You know this by heart. Because what happens is the right and left brain, they fight. And then we can't, just join those two forces together and do what we need to do in an easy way. One more time here on the side of your head, both sides here. Take one hand away, just imagine that it's still there, and tap on the top of your head, and nice deep breaths. Belly breaths, which I'll teach you. And one more tapping here. You know what to do. You know this by heart. Okay, so now I feel a little bit better, a little bit more centered, and I'm going to keep going. And one more thing that I would like to mention before I start is something one of the facilitators in this summit talked about earlier. I think it was Eve. I'm not sure if it wasn't you. I'm sorry. It's the Ho'oponopono ancient Hawaiian mantra. And it's a mantra that is used to raise the vibration also. And what it means is, I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, and thank you. And so this is what, if we say this and address it to Mother Earth, to our planet, I think this will also help to heal the planet itself. That's Ho'oponopono. I hope I'm saying it right. So my name is Rachel Aberle. I am a block therapist, massage therapist, yoga instructor, raw food educator, also a body talk practitioner. And I've also taken Reiki 1 and 2 and Theta healing. And I've also had some grief relief counseling from Antonio de Sauces. And I'd like to say thank you to all of my teachers. Also, I'm an active participant in Jennifer Huff's Wide Awakening program, recently Get Out of Your Own Way. And speaking of get out of your own way, I also want to say thank you to Wendy, our newest member of the Block Therapy University team, who reminded me that language, the way that we speak to ourselves, is so important. Your cells are listening to everything you have to say. And now that we've made this transition from, I'm no longer able to do my work one-on-one because of the self-isolation that we are having to practice now, and I'm having to switch over to Zoom and technology. And the other day I said, I'm not good at this. And she cut my hip and she said, don't you say that. I was like, oh yes, thank you. So thank you, Wendy. I've been a massage therapist and a yoga instructor for about 20 years. And it was only when I became a block therapist, thank you, Deanna Hansen, that actually reminded me of the importance of the diaphragm muscle. And that is my purpose here today, is to show you how to strengthen your diaphragm. Your diaphragm is responsible for the oxygen intake of your body. And what happens over time, as we age and go through life, we fall forward, improper posture, shallow breathing, trauma, grieving, causes us to fall forward. And then what happens is the diaphragm gets stuck and it gets weak. It actually sticks to the rib cage and we breathe only to here. This is like a snowball effect. And what happens is we are much more susceptible to health issues, not only physical pain, but also mental pain. Our cells end up starving for oxygen and we get depressed, we feel anxiety, and we lose the space that our cells need in our body to do their job. The organs get stuck and they get into this cold, sticky, porridge-like environment. So what I'm gonna help you do today is I'm gonna help you show you some ways to strengthen your diaphragm so that we can increase the oxygen level in the body, bring the flow back, and also switch the light back on. And just to remind you that our brain, every time you take a breath, you are scanning your body for information on how to maintain homeostasis. So unless you take a deep breath, your brain is not getting what it needs. It's not getting that information. Also consider your breath. Each breath you take is a chance to start over. And this just came to me one day when one of my daughters was having a tantrum that was so heavy duty. I didn't know what to do. I couldn't calm her down. Finally, I just said this. I just said, every breath you take is a chance to start over. And she looked at me and she got up and she got dressed and then we went on our way. And so I love that. And also when you sigh, it's your body's natural response to stress. It's your body's natural way of resetting, finding that place of neutrality. And I'm going to show you how to find that place today too. So sighing is a good thing. It's your body's just way of resetting itself and finding that neutral place where you can get quiet, where your cells can have voice, where you can hear messages that are coming from the creator of all that is, from your guides, your masters, whatever it is. Sighing is a really good thing. And one of my daughters teaches me this too. She does it all the time, especially when she's focusing on something, doing her schoolwork or painting or something. And when she was 2 years old, she said at the dinner table, asked if she could say the prayer. And she said, "Dear God, thank you for showing us how to move forward in life. Amen." And so this is her way of moving forward, as the exhalation phase of the breath is where we get rid of the past, stored emotions, toxins, and excess fat. So it's on the exhalation phase of the breath that I'm going to help you with today. So going back to the diaphragm, your diaphragm is located here, right at the base of your lungs, underneath the rib cage here, and it separates the heart and lungs from the abdominal organs. And as you inhale and push the belly out, the diaphragm moves down to massage your abdominal organs. And as you exhale, the belly comes in and the diaphragm lifts to clean the bottom of your lungs where the majority of your oxygen receptors are. So everybody just put your hand on your belly button. And as you inhale through the nose, feel the belly move out. We've been taught that we must suck our stomachs in and have a flat belly. And, you know, ladies, you gotta have this area tight and look skinny, but forget that, just forget that. Push the belly out, big belly inhale, and allow your diaphragm to move down and massage your abdominal organs. And then as you exhale, you want to exhale twice as long, pull the belly in, feel the hand moving in, and then visualize your diaphragm lifting to massage the alveoli here. This pandemic, this virus here is affecting the lungs, and this is a very important lesson for all of us. And I'm really blessed to be chosen to be here to show you this. And I hope that you all will try these things that I'm going to show you today. And yes, I do have a little cheat sheet here because I don't want to forget anything. So again, as we are, the human race is becoming more and more sedentary, sitting down for hours on the computer. The kids are on their cell phones and devices, even the adults, we're on our devices, texting, playing games, and sedentary. So the ribcage collapses into the core, the fascia grips and sticks and holds us out of alignment with a force of up to 2,000 pounds per square inch. And the fascia system is a whole nother subject, which I will touch on a little later, but I'm gonna get back to the diaphragm. I never really understood the diaphragm fully until I went to Block Therapy University and became a block therapist. And it's like the other morning I woke up with a way to describe the diaphragm. It's like a diamond in the rough. You've heard this expression before, maybe. Diamonds are always there, deep hidden in the earth. And it's only when they are found and polished that they actually shine, and their brilliance is shown and their light shines through. So just like a diamond in the rough, your diaphragm needs to be addressed and exercised and strengthened, and then your light will shine through, and then you will move forward in a healthy, peaceful way. This is from personal experience. And I find that when I neglect my diaphragm, I get frozen and I get trapped in fear. And fear is a disease itself. And like our Prime Minister said the other day, thank you very much. Fear is a disease itself. Hope is the only answer. And I will add to that, exercise your diaphragm to help you get out of that state of fear. When you exercise your diaphragm, you also you tone the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve is the 10th cranial nerve, which attaches to all the organs. It passes through the diaphragm. So when you're exercising your diaphragm, you stimulate that nerve and you go into the parasympathetic nervous state of rest and digest, where healing can occur. And I was neglecting my body. I wasn't doing block therapy. I wasn't doing my meditations and my exercises. Just recently, when this whole pandemic was coming to a head, and I caught myself and I said, I can't go into this. I cannot do this. So I got on my block and I did my exercises, which are focused on the diaphragm. And I was able to snap out of it. And right after I did that is when I got this call from Julie saying, hey, there's this thing happening, so you want to check it out. And I have a feeling that if I hadn't have switched and raised my own vibration, that probably wouldn't have happened. So yeah, just remember that each breath you take is a chance to start over, and the stronger your diaphragm is, the more oxygen you're going to get. So I'm going to show you how to do something called Kapalabhati, which is something that I learned in my yoga teacher training. Thank you, Bharata. It is an exercise to wake up the diaphragm, get your breath going, your oxygen going. And it's just going to be a short demonstration. I'm going to do the beginner level. If we're doing a breath retention, if you feel like you're anxious or you're about to pass out during this exercise, please do start breathing again. So I'm just going to tilt my computer a little bit so you can see my hand on my belly a bit more. So we're going to be breathing through the nose. Everybody join me if you can. Put your hand on your belly button and inhale, push the belly out. Nice big belly and exhale, belly come back in. Notice the exhalation is longer than the inhalation. So your diaphragm can really get up there and clean the bottom of your lungs. Inhale, belly out. Exhale, belly in. And now we're going to do, keep breathing while I explain this. We're going to do short bursts of exhalation. You're going to exhale as if a bug just flew up in your nose, or as if you're blowing your nose to get, to just blow your nose. Or like you exhale when you sneeze, that forceful exhalation. We're going to do one round of 10, then I'm going to build it up 15 and 20 with a breath retention in between. And this is going to also increase the oxygen level, strengthen your diaphragm, and get you in a peaceful state. So let's do the first round. Inhale, belly out. And then we'll do the first round of 10. Go. Exhale, exhale. Just 5 more. And then go ahead, exhale all the way out and pull the belly all the way in. Again, visualize the diaphragm lifting. And then inhale. Take one more breath, exhale. Inhale. And then exhale as if you're just releasing the pressure in the lungs. Think of it more as releasing the pressure valve than an exhalation. It's passive. Just let the air out. And when you come to that neutral place between the breath where you don't need to inhale or exhale anymore, we're just going to hold that for 10 seconds. This is that neutral place between the breath where nothing exists except the present moment and pure potential. And now we're going to exhale again. We're going to get ready for the second round. Inhale. Exhale completely. Inhale, get ready for the second round. Big, big belly. And go. Exhale, exhale. Five more. Exhale all the way. Pull the belly in as hard as you can. Exhale everything. Do not inhale until you've exhaled everything, everything that no longer serves you. And then inhale deeply. And exhale, belly in. You might start to feel a little bubbly now or lightheaded. This is because the oxygen level has just been bumped up to a level that you might have never experienced before, but this is a good thing. So inhale, belly out. And then again, release the pressure, not necessarily calling it exhaling consciously, but just a passive letting go of the pressure in the lungs until the pressure is equal on the inside and the outside of the lungs, and just stay there for a few moments, not minutes. I'm count probably 5 more seconds that we're going to hold this. And then exhale again, everything out. Each exhalation, deeper and deeper, lifting the diaphragm, is strengthening it. Okay, and let's do this one more time. Inhale, big, big belly. Thanks for doing this with me, guys. Again, this is the beginner level. You can look up online how to do it more. Exhale completely. It's called Kapalabhati. Inhale deeply. And let's do this one more time. Ready, go. Exhale, exhale, pull it in. And then just relax the belly and feel the body naturally inhale. Each time you relax the diaphragm and you're pulling the belly in with each exhalation, as if there's a candle down there and you're blowing it out. Exhale, exhale, exhale. Let's do 5 more. And then the last one, exhale completely. Nice deep breath in, belly out. And now again, release the pressure. Allow your body to come to that neutral place between the breath. You'll find it. And remain there for a few moments. Feel the inner peace that's there. Feel your cells wakening up with the oxygen that you've just given them. We'll give about 5 more seconds here. and then exhale completely. You might also want to stay a little longer if you wish in that last breath retention. So that's called Kapalabhati, and I start my yoga classes with that to find the diaphragm and get the body warmed up and ready for the class. So the next thing I'm going to talk about is I'm going to touch a little bit about block therapy. And I'm going to show you some exercises that you can do at home without needing a block. Those of you who have your blocks at home know what to do. So I hope that you're doing it these days when the diaphragm is the most important muscle in the body to work. If you're spending time every day exercising, that's fabulous. You're doing squats, lunges, push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, bicep curls, fabulous. But let's add in the diaphragm, the exercise of the diaphragm. So can I have my assistant, Jasmine Ray, please join me? This is my daughter, Jasmine. She is amazing. Go ahead and lie down over here, Jazzy Ray. And I'm gonna come over here. So thank you, Jasmine, for helping us today, this exercise. So you're gonna take something which has quite a bit of weight to it. You can put a book there, something that's a natural substance. Don't use plastic because what we're doing is raising the vibration here. And plastic is a low vibration material. So either a piece of wood or your block, or what I have here is a bag of rice that I heated up in the microwave to make it a little warmer. Should we move a little closer to the camera? Let's go a little closer here, Jazzy. Sorry. So I think that will be better. Okay. So I've got this bag of rice here. Again, you can put a book here and then add a weight on top of it if you've got weights that you're doing weightlifting with or whatever. This is if you are home alone and you don't have anyone to help you. And I'm going to show you what to do after this if you do have a partner to do this with. So Jasmine, breathing through your nose, go ahead and inhale and imagine that bag of rice is going to touch the ceiling. So hopefully you can see this lifting. And then you're going to exhale as slowly as you can. So what we're doing here is we're adding weight onto the belly to make the diaphragm work harder to breathe. We're engaging the diaphragm. So it's like lifting weights for the diaphragm. And then the slow exhalation, exhaling twice as long as you inhale, is like lifting weights slowly. So you're going to get more strength in your biceps if you lift and lower slowly than if you let it drop. So the fast exhalation is similar to letting the weights drop when you're doing the bicep curls. Okay, so continue to breathe. Do a few more breaths like this, inhaling through the nose, belly out as big as you can. And then exhale as slowly as you can. How you feel, Jazz? So yesterday we did this exercise. Actually, what I'm going to show you later, we did this, and she was so relaxed that she actually went and had a nap. And I think she's only had like 2 naps in the past 2 months that I know of. So like this is a proof that this type of diaphragmatic breathing stimulates the vagus nerve and puts you into that rest and digest mode. And we really, really need to go there, folks, so that we can stay calm in this challenging times. So now that we've strengthened the diaphragm this way, I'm going to show you another way to do it if you're home alone and you don't have anybody to help you. So go ahead and turn over onto your stomach. And now I'm going to place this, so if you have a block at home, I'll show you what the block looks like for those of you who want to see one. You can find out more about that on my website, iloveblockTherapy.com. But so you can either use your block or you can take your tool, whether it's a book or this bag of rice, and lift it up for a minute. I'm going to place this under your belly. So go ahead and lie down. So the most important rule is to use your breath as your guide here. If you are doing this and it's so painful that you can't breathe, then you lift up until you can breathe again. So Jasmine's going to take a nice deep breath and push her belly into that bag of rice, and her body's going to rise up towards the ceiling. And then you're going to exhale twice as long so that the bag of rice or whatever you have there can sink into the abdomen. Massage the abdominal organs and lift the diaphragm, okay? So what we're doing is we're wringing out, like literally wringing out the toxins of the cells, because it's on the exhalation phase of the breath that we rid the body of toxins, stored emotions, and excess fat. And so we're creating space in the body as we do this, bringing the fascia system back into its fluid, flexible state. Over time, as we fall out of alignment and the diaphragm gets weak and stuck in the rib cage here, and we only do a shallow breathing, the fascia tends to stick and grip and hold us out of alignment. And just to touch briefly on the fascia system, it is a very important system in the body, just recently being recognized. And one of my favorite fascia masters is Gil Hedley. That's G-I-L Hedley. Look him up on Instagram Anatomy. He is just amazing. Thank you for your latest post, and I'm going to read it at the end of this. And Deanna Henson, of course, my fascia master, who taught me everything I know about fascia and diaphragm. Actually, Gil, you taught me lots too. So now I'm going to show you something else you can do if you have a partner, okay? And I do this every morning before I get out of bed. I stick my block under my belly in this position to start my day, feeding and cleaning my cells, putting myself in that calm state of the parasympathetic nervous state. So this reminds me of what, during the hurricane, Hurricane Dorian, I was on my block and I just needed to stay calm. This is what I did to stay calm. But things got so bad and so frightening when the tornadoes came by and the buildings were slamming into the wall and the ceiling was falling in. I had to get off my block so that I could switch on my sympathetic nervous state. I needed that fight or flight to stay alive. So I actually had to get off the block and say, okay, I need to switch now out of this calm state so that I can stay alive. So thanks, Jasmine. You want to inhale deeply one more time, lift the body up, press the belly into the bag of rice. And if you have nothing at all that you can put under your belly here, just simply push your belly into the floor and imagine you're digging a hole in the floor with your belly button. Exhale slowly, come on up when you're ready. Excellent. Okay, thanks, Jasmine. Turn over one more time and I'm going to show you this other technique, which is part of the free gift that we have for you today. At the end, you'll see the link on this broadcast, and also it's available on my website, iloveblocktherapy.com. So what I'm going to do is show you something that you can do with your family members, your friends, your loved one, or whatever. Generally, if you're doing this with somebody that you're not related to or super close to, you can have them put their hand on their belly button and you put your hand on top. So I like doing it this way, just so I can feel her. I want her to connect also to this like chakra right here, which is the sacred space. So go ahead and inhale, Jasmine, using your diaphragm. Push your belly out as big as you can. And I'm putting a little bit of pressure, a little bit of resistance here. The same concept as we had the weight on the belly. I'm just using my hands, and then exhale when you're ready, as slowly as you can. Exhale everything out. So you always want to check in with your partner to make sure that you're not putting too much pressure. So Jasmine, if it's ever too much, just wiggle these fingers, okay? Or you can just scream, whatever you want to do. It's okay. So doing this every day to your kids, your loved ones, is an amazing way to strengthen the diaphragm. And it's something to do while you're locked up in the house. Why not, right? So let's do one more time. Inhale deeply. And like I said, after we did this yesterday, we followed Deanna's video. Deanna and Quinn did an amazing video, which you get as a free gift. Afterwards, she just went, oh, I see the fingers wiggling, thinking blah, 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 blah. I'm sorry, Jazz. So go, I'm gonna stop now. So I'm gonna show you one more thing that I just thought of. Come on and sit up. So this is for, I'm gonna lie down here now. I'm gonna lie down. So this is for if you have a baby or a toddler, or even a grown-up, even you can do this with your grown-up kids or your husband or your wife or something. When you're lying down, preferably on a soft surface like a bed, I'm not sure how it would be on this kind of surface, but so you're lying down on your back and place your baby or your toddler right here on your abdomen and do the same exercise, lifting your baby up and down. You will connect with them on a deep level in this area, in this space here. First of all, they will most likely go to sleep and have a nap. And you will also be switching yourself into that calm state of rest and digest, and you'll probably also have a nap as well. And it's just a beautiful way to pass the time and exercise your diaphragm. Thank you, Jasmine, my little helper. So those are some ways to do exercises for the most important muscle of the day. I cannot stress this enough. You might not have ever even heard, you might not even know where your diaphragm is. You might not even know how to spell it. But I'm here to tell you that this is really important now. Please take note and do these exercises. So I wanted to also go back to what I do. So I've learned all these different techniques and I've tied them all together, and I'm now a retreat coordinator. So I've been coordinating retreats in the Bahamas the past like 12 years. And recently I'm doing a retreat called Renew, Recharge Retreat with my dear friend, Dr. Gwen Shaeda. So you can find us there on renewrechargeretreat.com. She is a fabulous facilitator. Check her out on LOYT Inner Compass. That stands for Life on Your Terms. It's LOYTinnercompass.com. That's Dr. Gwen Shaeda, and learn about her 7L framework. You can also learn more about that on our website. I also like to send a shout out to my teachers, Grace Van Berkham and Lisa Wilson. I think of you every time I make a raw food treat or meal. And another thing that I'd like to say, although I'm a raw food educator and not a nutritionist, so I don't have any nutritional advice for you, but one thing I can do is remind you to eat as much raw food as possible. Even if you like cooked vegetables, cook them only shortly, steam them so that they're still crunchy and not like soft and gooey. And I just happen to have sprouts today in the house that I just grew, and they're ready today. And that wasn't my plan. I didn't say, oh, I'm going to grow sprouts so that I can show them off and during the summit. It just happened that way. They were actually ready today. So I had them in my lunch, and I'm so excited because that is one way of raising your vibration. So also wanted to shout out to Jean Ellis, my body talk practitioner, teacher. I love you. I love you, all my teachers. And Michael Borgonzi, you're the one who taught me how to do this in the beginning, the Wheatgrass King. Hello, hello, hello. So I'll be offering classes on Zoom coming up soon, teaching block therapy classes, but then I'll be adding something else into it, like a free class of Sprouting 101 or a Zumba class. I'm also a Zumba instructor, which reminds me, it's also very important to move your body. You have to move your body as much as you can. The majority of the work that I do with the block therapy and the yoga is very quiet and still. But this work is supporting the immune system and helping to clean out the lymph nodes. But in order to take out the trash out the door, you need to move your body to assist with that. And so the diaphragm strengthening exercises combined with movement, dance preferably for me, is like taking out the trash or cleaning out the fridge before you put the groceries in. It's horrible when you go grocery shopping and you got all this good stuff and you got rotten vegetables in the fridge or moldy cheese or like sour cream that you forgot about that's growing fuzz. So yeah, clean out the fridge, clean out the body with that full exhalation. And also I wanted to say another thing about Gil Hedley, his videos on YouTube, the fuzz speech and the heart dance that he does. Check that out because it is so much fun. And Deanna Hansen told us about him, that fun speech during our workshops, during our education. I hope I haven't forgotten anything. I probably will after this go, oh, I wish I'd have said that. I wish I'd have said that. But really, I hope you try to incorporate these things into your daily life. Remember that you are light. You are truly, you are love and you are light. And we will get through this. It's just, we're being shaken. We're being forced to wake up. And it's hard way. But if you can get out of that fear, that state of fear, then you can get through this. And this is how you can get out of that state of fear, is by doing these exercises for the diaphragm. So be sure to check out my website, iloveblockTherapy.com, for the free gifts that we have for you today. We're also looking for instructors to join our team. I'm among the first 10 block therapists in the world, and we are growing. We're getting more and more instructors joining this team to bring about the awareness to the diaphragm. Also, one more thing about that place between the breath, which I love, and I go there in my classes. It's quiet. It's where nothing exists except the present moment and pure potential. And it could be the only time of the whole entire day that you feel peace, where you feel quiet, and it's available to you. All you have to do is go there, focus on it, find it. And remember, when you sigh, it is your body, it's your innate wisdom trying to take you there. So the next time you sigh, before you take that next breath, stay there for a moment and enjoy that place. So thank you, everyone. Enjoy the free gifts that we have for you today. Thank you, Lisa, and everybody all of my teachers that have brought me up to this point. Please, Om.